Let's not push this thing. Some of us are just lucky to be here this time, so.
Okay, now it's 8 o'clock. We'll go ahead and get started. This is the Board of County Commissioners special meeting, July 25th, 2024. At the Delta County Administration Building. If you please rise and join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and Thank you. Any additions to the agenda? None. We will approve the agenda as it stands. The one item before the commissioner business, Board of County Commissioners sitting as a board of equalizations to make determinations on 2024 property tax value. And we have one to address. Okay, we'll turn the time over to you, Debbie.
Good morning.
Morning.
I am Debbie Griffith. I acted as a hearing officer for Delta County for the County Board of Equalization for the year of 2024 for property tax appeals. There was one appeal that involved two lots. The petitioner was Russell Wayne Ashby. The properties are located at 670 and 680 Bridge Street in Delta, and they're adjacent to the Uncompahgre River. Mr. Ashby was asking for a $9,000 value on each lot. His reasoning is that they're in a floodplain and they're undevelopable. But in his appeal, he submitted emails from the city of Delta where he had inquired as to whether or not they were developable, and the city indicated that they are developable, that he would have to have a hydrological study. And he wanted to develop them as a small RV park. And they said at this time it was that was not an approved zoning, that is right now zoned for manufactured homes, but they're getting in the process of redoing their zoning, and that there was a possibility if he met with them that could maybe either be a variance or they could change that because they want to encourage development. So his only contention was that it was undevelopable. He didn't submit any sales or any other properties to indicate that value was adequate. The assessor's office presented 3 sales, all that had some detriments to developability, hillsides, water seepage. One of them was a property on, I believe, Howard, that was far enough from the sewer line that it would have had to go under 3rd Street to reach it, and the city did give them a variance. So they not only used properties that had some of the same issues that he had, but they also showed that the city is willing to give a variance when one is necessary. So my finding and conclusion is that the petitioner did not submit any evidence to show any kind of a further adjustment to the property. The assessor's office had already done a 50% adjustment, and I recommend that the value remained at where it was at $18,750 per lot.
And Mr. Ashby is not here. Or any of his
He did not appear at the hearing yesterday either.
Get chronometry to work here a little better. And the acreage on both lots.
One of them was just over 1/3 of an acre, and one of them was about 3/4 of an acre. I don't have the packet right in front of me.
Okay, so and that was just kind of my curiosity here as I read through this was, you know, I could understand that pricing if they were both similar size lots.
In the past, one of them is 0.76 acres, one of them is 0.37 acres. In the past, they were used in conjunction with each other as one large lot and had a manufactured home on it. The manufactured home has since been removed and the utilities have been disconnected and the water meter's been removed, all during the Ashby's ownership. And it's still zoned as manufactured land. The assessor's office was not aware of whether or not I did ask at the hearing if it could be grandfathered and he could place another manufactured home without any further consideration other than reestablishing utilities, because he still does have the water tap and the sewer, it has a septic on it, I believe, but anyway, he still does have utilities to the lot line, but it was a owner's decision to move the manufactured home out and discontinue utilities.
So, and that was part of my other curiosity there. So the utilities are there on one lot, but not both lots.
That is my understanding.
We know which lot those utilities are on.
I believe on the 0.37, 36 or whatever, the smaller lot, I believe, but I honestly don't know for sure.
Because that would make a little more sense with pricing, but just trying to, like I said, trying to understand the 18. Trying to understand the 18. I know vacant land has value, and I know there's people looking to develop on that vacant land. So I just question the same value for different lots is my biggest question in this process.
And because I'm just going by what was submitted to you, I can't go by previous
Right.
knowledge. One of them may be, the larger one may be more in the floodplain than the smaller one. It may be actually closer to the river. But I don't know that we can tell that by their map. And I can look at the codes and tell you if it's valued. Typically, if it's over a city lot, the next state breakdown is under an acre, less than an acre. So typically, if it falls in between a city lot and an acre, it's going to be valued as that at that less than an acre code under the state coding. Just looking in their packet for a property record card, and that would tell us if that's how that's valued. So on page 20, the property record codes start. Yes, that's exactly vacant land less than 1 acre. So that's just the next state code under a city lot or over a city lot.
Okay. Well, that's all the questions I have then. Thank you for answering that. I will, Mr. Chair, I will move that the board, agree with the, hearing officer on the properties owned by Russell Wayne Ashby. Parcel numbers R015102 and R015132, and keeps valuations as stated.
I'll step down and second that. There's a motion and second before the floor. Is there any further discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So we're done. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
That's the only one we had.
That was the only one.
Okay, thank you very much. If there's no further business, we'll stand adjourned.